Welcome back, everybody. This is the Raven Tarot, and I'm so glad to be doing another pick a card reading, one that I have said I would do for quite a long time, and I haven't done it. Funny thing is, I did already record this, but I realized I wasn't happy with it because I did What Will Your Married Life Be Like? And I kind of based it on Till Death Do You Part. um, and that's too much of that time frame is like, I wouldn't take it serious if that was me listening to a pick a card reading, because it's anything can happen in your whole married life, for however long that is. And these are only general pick a card readings too, so they're not meant to be taken that seriously. So if you do want personal pick a card reading, or sorry, personal reading, the link to my Etsy shop is down in the description box. And yeah, let's get into this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do the first 3 years of your marriage and kind of how the wedding will go, and a little bit leading up to the actual wedding, so maybe your engagement and things like that. But yeah, these are going to be very brief, and I'm not going to go into too much detail, as it is a general reading. But yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into the video. I don't have piles here today, so go ahead and choose crystal number 1, crystal number 2, or crystal number 3. And yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Leave a comment down below if it resonates, and let's do this. Hello everybody that chose the... I can never say the name of this crystal, so I'm not going to even attempt it. But this lovely crystal always makes me think on the third eye, so that's why I bought it. Yeah, so let's just pull the first 3 cards that we have. And this is going to be based on leading up to the wedding, maybe just kind of the vibes I get before you get married. So I'm feeling like this is after the engagement. So the King of Pentacles is the first card we have here, and the next card we have is the Six of Pentacles. And I just realized this plant is trying to disrupt things, so just move that there. And the last card I have here is the Four of Pentacles. So this is a lot of money. So I am definitely sensing here that there is a need to save. Hold on, it's not the way I want it to be. There is definitely a feeling that I'm getting here that you will need to save up for the wedding, because you want the wedding to be exactly how you've imagined it to be. With the Four of Pentacles here, I'm really seeing that you are really, really planning it exactly how you want it, okay? You or the other person. And with the Six of with the Six of Pentacles, I'm getting a feeling that someone, either you or your partner, maybe didn't have the best childhood. Also, I'm feeling like someone may have been homeschooled or something like that. I just really feel like, yeah, someone's father wasn't really in the picture. I'm really feeling like this mother, or this lady that is in the Six of Pentacles, I really feel like she kind of taught the kids that this is just the way it is, and there is good and there is bad in the world, but we just have to balance our lives with everyone else, kind of, and like kind of blend in with everyone else. So just because they might not have had a father in their life, doesn't necessarily mean that things are different. And I really feel like this is to do with the father being at the wedding. So I'm getting a feeling with this King of Pentacles, I feel like the father is still in the picture. Like, I don't feel like he has passed away. I feel like this King of Pentacles is someone who is quite well off, and I feel like this man might have a lot of money, but he might not necessarily be happy to invest, because the King of Pentacles has a lot of money, but then with the Four of Pentacles, and I feel like this is you kind of saving your money, money tree, saving your money up to make the perfect wedding. So it's like the scales are even. Like, he could give you money for your wedding, or help you out, but it just doesn't seem like. I know the Six of Pentacles, I'm reading this really different, but it's just the feeling I'm getting. I just don't know what it is. It's just the two kids at the bottom here, they're holding this, whatever this is. Let's call it a weighing scale. They're holding that for their mum, and I feel like through a lot of it they've been there for her, and I think the mum here in this scenario really wants to make sure that the wedding is going to go as planned. So I don't know, is this father going to come to the wedding? And for some of you, it might be that they don't have a lot of money either. They also could have their own family. Okay, I don't want to go any further with that. Just one last thing. I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I'm really feeling like someone is living on the other side of the world. So maybe you left home as well. Or you needed to leave home. Just getting a weird, I don't know what it is, but I feel like you felt like there was more to life than what has been, like, more to life, and that was through your childhood, or maybe your partner's childhood. I don't know who I'm talking about here, but I'm getting this vibe. And you had to move on, and now you're moving from whatever the situation is that isn't good for you, and you're being drawn to this person that you're going to get married to, and it's going to feel like the first time in your life that you're in control. And that's why we have this Four of Pentacles, because you are going to make this wedding the way you want it. You are in control of making the wedding, and whatever else little problems here, you can balance it out with the Six of Pentacles, because I feel like this is a lot to do with money and material wealth, okay? So the next three cards I have here, I have the Page of Cups. Now this is going to be in regards to leading, or the actual marriage, the wedding. I have the Page of Cups here, and I'm really feeling like this is someone, a motherly type, or someone who really wants to do the best they can for this wedding to go to plan. I'm just looking at that spoon, and it's got holes because of the skull, so you will have a little, if this is your mother or their mother, they're going to want to, you know, add their creative spark when it comes to the wedding. And also I feel like they are having the best intentions, but there's going to be a few little things that you're going to have to deal with, tiny little gaps with that spoon that she's holding up. So that's just something that you're going to have to deal with. So I really do feel like that's the only real problem with the wedding, is someone from, and I'm really picking up as well that there is three. It's, you know, when a wedding happens, it's two families coming together, but for some reason I'm feeling like it's almost three families coming together. So I'm not sure what that means for some of you, but I'm looking at these 3 holes in that spoon and things dripping through, and it's like, I'm not sure what that means. So this could be your mother or their mother or some other woman, okay? So I don't know what that is. I just want you to remember on your wedding day, it's all about you, and it's all about you cherishing those that you love, okay? Because oh, actually, I'll show this card first. I have the Magician card here, so it's really telling me that you sat down, you done the work, you almost if you were someone who literally wrote out how you wanted it to go, and you've done like little ritual kind of work, as in like journaling and little like manifestation tool things, whatever. I see that Magician card as you've manifested this wedding. It's exactly how you've imagined it. So be very happy, because it's going to go amazing. I really, really feel that. You're just going to have to deal with that woman, whoever she is. But I don't feel like it's something bad. And then one other thing I have the Nine of Swords, and this for me is telling me I'm feeling like that father energy. If it's not father, it's someone's going to come back into your life, and it's like repeating. So there's someone going to come to the wedding that you don't really want to be there, but you have to invite them, okay? And they've got their boat full of shit that they've done, and they're kind of, you're really hoping that it will be different, but you're just not sure. And I don't want to say anything too much about that because I'm not sure either. I just seen that they have a lot of things that they went through with you, and the way I'm looking, like basically the current here is kind of a bit. When I see a current like that, I'm feeling like things are a bit unsettled. It's a bit still not right. Okay, so that could be also what this is here. So these two people could be linked. Maybe they were once married or whatever. Okay, but yeah, overall, I'm feeling like hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are in the air. Or what do you call them? Lovebirds, sorry. Lovebirds. I see your wedding having loads of flowers. I feel like it's going to be a really bright summer's day. And something about maybe the dresses. I think that they're like a really light pink. And your bridesmaids are going to look amazing. Um, what else? It's something I'm picking up that the cake is going to be perfect. I don't know what it is. It's like it is the most amazing cake ever. And so many people are going to comment on the cake. Or even maybe if it's not the cake, it's just the way that you've decorated it. With I just see so many flowers. Oh my god, so much bright flowers and such a bright day. So I really feel like your wedding is going to be spectacular, and yeah, that is all I really see for your wedding day. Okay, so the next 3 cards, the first card is going to be your first kind of year, like a general one card. I'm pulling one card for the year, but I'm just going to kind of feel what I think the main thing about that year will be. Yeah, so the first year is the 10 of Wands. So the first thing that I thought with that is like building, carrying a lot more stress than one can handle. And I really feel like this is to do with, for some of you, it may be that you're literally going to be having to go to your honeymoon, and a lot of other things need to be dealt with as well in the meantime, and it could be that. But for most of you, I really feel like this is to do with maybe you are having to move or build a house, and it takes a lot of, it's like the final touches are being made, and just that year is going to be all about like making sure that you have all the rooms painted, you have the kitchen. I feel like this pile, whoever, someone in this is very much has a clear vision of how they want their space to be. And as well, for some of you, I'm feeling that there might be a move, and it might be a lot of, maybe in your first year you decide, I don't know why I keep picking up, some of you are either moving to Australia or moving away from Australia, or just moving really far away from where you live. Okay, and it could be to get away from this kind of energy here that we have. Okay. The next card I have here is the star card. Okay. And I really feel like this is when you start maybe thinking about, this is, sorry, year 2. I don't know if I said this. So the second year, and I really feel like this could maybe be kind of halfway when this happens, but I feel like this is when you're going to be most fertile. If you're planning on having children, or whatever it is you really want for your marriage, that is, your second year is going to be when that kind of like it's dawned on you. Okay, and it's kind of like things are starting to flow again. Okay, so whatever the universe has in store for you, it's starting to flow, the water is flowing. And we have 2 cups. Okay, and the reason I'm feeling like fertility and all of that, I then had the Temperance card. So that is like, so this is like universal flow, and then this is like flow within the relationship. We have 2 cups here, and this is balance, and we have a nice sunset there. So within the 3rd year, I feel like you may get pregnant or something, maybe nearing the end of the 2nd year, and then within the 3rd year, that is when things start to properly work out and you're starting to get excited. Also, I really intuitively, I was feeling that you will have 2 kids, and as well, there could be feeling I'm feeling like you'll have 2 kids. Also, I don't know why 2 is such a big number, but I'm feeling like if there's twins in your family or something, I'm feeling twins. Yeah. Let me know if that resonates with any of you. And then the last card I have here is, I have the 8 of Cups. Now, this is kind of giving me a bit of a, so one of the cups is spilt. So you will have some sort of complication with your pregnancy, but don't be afraid. I suggest that you maybe think back. Is there any like past karma that you have to deal with in regards to, is there any childhood trauma or something? I don't know what it is, but it's just like, this card for me is like, your debts are being paid. You have something to acknowledge here. There's something that you have to work on. There is like a shadow part of you. Don't know exactly what it is, but I really, in the end, I really feel like your partner is someone who's so compassionate. They've accomplished a lot, and they're very hands-on, and they're always there to help you, and they'll carry as much stress as they can, and just to make sure that you're okay. And they really, really do balance you out, and they will be there for you, because they're someone who's just, I really feel like they are someone who is very grounded. And just want you to know that everything was going to turn out great for your marriage. And I also feel like your career might change here. Once you are, maybe you'll start doing something that's to do with your partner's career and picking up as well. And I really feel like with this pile, money and investments, there's something to do with an investment as well. Whatever that is. Okay. But don't worry about this spilt cup. I'm just saying that you may have like a scare, okay, with the pregnancy. That's just basically all I'm feeling here. You may have a scare with the pregnancy, but you just have to know that don't worry about it, okay? And it's going to be fine. I don't want to scare anyone, so remember this is just a general reading, but this is going to resonate with someone who kind of thought in their gut that that would be a thing that would happen to them. That's the people I'm talking to. Just know that that could happen to you, but you just need to now know what part of you needs to be healed. This is to do with a healing, with having children or kids. And then for the rest of you, it could be to do with trust, okay? So not trusting if you would be okay as a parent or something like that, okay? So take whatever resonates. And yeah, this reading actually turned out just as long as the other one I did. But this one was way more organized and structured and I liked it better. So thank you so much, pile number 1, for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 2. So we will get straight into leading up to your wedding. And for this pile, I'm just looking at the first 3 cards, and I'm really feeling like this is to do with your proposal. And I just love, I love how tarot isn't wanting me to tell you too much about that. Just like, I just really feel like with this pile, I have the Hierophant card here, and we're talking about leading up to the wedding. So I really feel like from a very young age, you were someone who really respected someone in your family. Could it be one of your grandparents, your granddad, or your grandmom? But you would listen to stories, or you would even see how they lived such a happy married life, and that's what you want for yourself. And you want to live, you want to have a really good marriage where you can have grandchildren as well. And it's just something that you're someone who really wants more of a traditional kind of life. Even though I really feel like something weird about this pile is like you want a traditional life, but I'm not going to go into that, but it seems like there could be something else. Because we do have the moon, and the moon for me is like kind of like, making me feel a little bit like there's something here not right. Not in a bad way. It's like there's more to your life than just living that married life that you've always wished for. But what I'm really feeling that from this pile, I'm feeling like you won't know what that is until you meet that person. We have the 2 of Cups here. So what I'm really also getting is basically when they propose to you or you propose to them, that's when things will start to move forward, and you will make a lot more progress with life, and you're also going to really enjoy Christmas. It's going to be something that's really special for you as well. Something that you just love Christmas, or if you don't celebrate Christmas, there's some family tradition. It's just very traditional kind of thing going on here. But I just feel like just expect for things to shift in a different direction and your life to change in a good way. I feel like almost with this this yin and yang. It's almost like when the two of you become one and get married or make the commitment, that's when this yin and yang will start spinning and things will start to balance out, and then these secrets that we have will start to be revealed. I really feel like it's to do with your life path. So I'm not sure exactly, but this is a general reading, so I don't want to go too in depth with that. Yeah. So, the next three cards I have are to do with the wedding and just kind of the general. So weird. When I look on camera, this plant isn't in the way, but when I look at it from where I'm sitting, it looks like it is. This is a money plant, and actually we're going to talk about money now in a minute. So the next card I have here, I have the King of Wands, and the first thing I thought about this was like something to do with your wedding. So is it one of the parents, is it your dad or their dad, is going to be like literally keeping everyone entertained in some sort of way? I don't know what it is, but I feel like if it's not that, I just feel like they're maybe the entertainment at your wedding is going to be very very different. It could be the performer, the band, or whatever you have at your wedding. It's going to be, everyone's going to really enjoy it, and like having their hands up like he is in this. It's like everyone's going to be like, yeah, let's party. I don't feel like it's going to be a crazy party, but I really feel like really enjoyable. That's probably going to be one of the things that a lot of people talk about at your wedding, is the entertainment. Now I have the Three of Swords here, and when I seen it, I was like, oh god, because it doesn't feel like the way it looks. What I was picking up, the first thing I thought is someone at your wedding is going to be really heartbroken. So there is maybe an ex or someone that you might not know. But there's going to be really hurt at your wedding, and they might even say something that is a bit like, you know, I always liked you, or blah 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 blah, and you're going to be like, what? Basically, you're just going to pie them off. They're kind of going to try and ruin your wedding, but I don't know who's going to get more hurt in this situation here, but I don't see it. It's just something that will happen at the wedding, and it's something you will always remember. But don't, whatever it is, whatever this kind of like heartbreak at the wedding is, don't worry about it, okay? Because your wedding is going to be fun. There's just going to be some sort of like thing that you will always remember, and I think it's someone, that's what I was picking up. It's someone that you were with maybe in the past and you broke their heart or whatever. I also have the Six of Pentacles here. And I really feel like with this, it's kind of telling me that this is a grandfather's clock, okay? And it's linking me back to talking about grandma and granddad or something. So there is some sort of inheritance from the family. Yes, and there's some sort of tradition. There's something being handed down, or something along those lines. As well, you may be surprised with people's gifts at your wedding, or they might not be, they'll not give you what you expect. Like, you know what, weddings, you're kind of, in traditional weddings anyway, you're supposed to give money to the married couple, wishing them good luck. And there's going to be, I feel like there's going to be some kind of like time has run out for them, and you're going to really see who's who within the family as well. And I feel like this is coming from some of you, this man. So it's coming from his side of the family, and it's linking up again with these red flowers. It's kind of linking up. So for some of you, it might not be to do with that. It might be just someone from one side of the family is just, they've just done it and that's it. Okay. But yeah, I really feel like your finances and everything are really secure. Your family's going to try and take care of everything as much as they can. And they really want you to honor your traditions. That's something I feel most, because they're really proud of you and they're really proud of this moment, and it's something that will be so special for them. But yeah, I am also kind of feeling like you have a lot of family as well. So you might have a lot of cousins. Um, yeah, and I really feel like it will be a big wedding as well. Um, yeah. No, I'm going to move on. I'm going to move on to the first like 3 years. The first card I have the Ace of Wands. So within the first year, really feel like this could be to do with, because I sensed you may have 1 or 2 children with, but I really feel like your first child will come very quickly and quicker than you expected. I feel like, I feel like it's almost like oh, here you go, here's a gift for you, and yeah, I really feel like you might not feel like you're ready for kids so soon, and you're starting to overthink, and you're just like, oh, this wasn't what we were planning, and you just need to start thinking about how good your life will be, and listen to your heart about everything. Just listen to what you really really want. Okay, and I know this is weird because I'm talking about marriage and everything, and it's like almost like, oh my god, we didn't really plan to have kids like straight away. But for some of you, I'm feeling like that could be um on the cards. Excuse the pun. Also, the Ace of Wands might be that it could just mean that you're going to do a lot of things together and go traveling. So really, if you're not planning on traveling, it's probably a child or yeah, that. But the rest of you, I'm really picking up that you will travel for a year, or you might even break up your honeymoon into different parts of the year or something along those lines. But really feel like your first year is going to be amazing. Like you couldn't get better than the Ace of Wands. It's like, oh, this is all new. It's like your life is starting to take shape, and yeah. In the second year, we have the Ten of Cups. I really feel like in your second year is when you're going to be really, really, really happy and really content. And I feel like you're going to have a friend of yours also who is going to get married. And it's like these 4 people, it's like two best friends having their partners meet, and then they become best friends, and it's just like, well, we're all friends. So I feel like in your second year you could be celebrating the birth of a baby, um and as well, it's just something is linked with these 4 people. So it's like you get pregnant and then maybe your friend gets pregnant. Okay. Also, something about the location. Feel like you will be living in a location where you didn't really expect to live, or somewhere that you're gonna go that you didn't really expect to go in your second year. Um, but yeah, a lot of good. It's like almost like friends coming together again after kind of being you know, like when people get with their partners and then friends kind of go away, and everyone's kind of doing their own thing and blah blah blah, and it's like now the whole vibe is they're getting back together again. Um, in your third year with the Knight of Wands, I'm really just going to say that I pick up that this and the wand here at the back, you see the way they're going like that? It's like there's some link with this. So this could be to do with the child. So in your third year, your partner or you or someone might want another child, okay? To making it kind of like, oh, let's give them a brother or sister or whatever. And that's something that they'll really, really want to do. Or the other kind of scenario I was getting here was again with this traveling. So I really feel like your partner might have to travel for work, and they may come home. Someone's shouting outside my room. Sorry about that. They might come home every like twice a year or something. I don't know. And I feel like that's going to be something that is going to be hard for your marriage. But nothing that's, it's going to be good for you, and it's not for a long time. I just, because with all these trees kind of, it's kind of autumn, it's kind of giving me a feeling like they have to do it, but it's to get to a better position in their work. And then when they do the work, then they'll not have to go as much in the future. So this is something, this is like kind of like an investment into your life together. And then the card I kind of just have here again with the Two of Pentacles, it's kind of, first of all, I'm feeling 1 or 2 children for you guys, pile number 2. Pile number 2, 2 children. Also, this is, again, I keep getting it, but I don't want to go into this. I keep getting a feeling like you are going to need to start doing another job. So being a parent, but also having your own kind of income, another side job. And it's going to come as a shock to you, kind of like involving you to go somewhere that you've always kind of felt like you would be good at doing it, but you weren't sure. So like within your, I feel like this is to do with your second year or your third year. So you're gonna have to maybe that's when they're planning on leaving, or I don't know, just thinking, it's you're really someone who's thinking ahead in the future about how you want your kids' life to go. Maybe you need to take up another job to help give them the life that they deserve or whatever. So just really picking up here that you need to start making a decision for what you actually makes you happy and what you actually want to do, so you can move forward, and start doing research. Not now, because I don't think you've discovered it yet, because we had the moon card earlier on. But whenever you do figure out what you kind of meant to be doing in your life, do a lot of like research, find out what's the best option for you and all of that. But yeah, that is all I see for you, pile number 2. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I will see you all very, very soon. Goodbye. Hello, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. So, I have pulled the cards already. And it's so funny because I have already said that I've pre-recorded these readings, or sorry, not pre-recorded. I've already recorded this pick a card reading before, but it got things were a bit too confusing because I was going into things that I didn't really want to go into. And this was really because this last pile, and it's so strange because pile number 1 was the exact same. Pile number 2 was the same, just it was the same. I was just picking up different things, but it was the same kind of energy. And now pile number 3 is the same energy. So I want you to hear me out because I've really properly thought about this, and I'm seeing from the other pick a card reading that I've done, it's kind of making more sense now what is kind of going on here. And yeah, it's to do with anyway, we'll just get into the reading. This isn't going to be a negative reading. This is just going to be things that you'll need to work on, or things that you'll need to discover about yourself. This is someone, whoever is watching this is someone who has a lot of things from their ancestors that has been passed on, and you're basically having to heal things within yourself to heal the karma of your past, your ancestors basically, because so weird. I really find this card very unusual. This is the Hierophant, and it's normally in tarot this is represented by like marriage and all of that, so it's kind of weird how we've got this. Actually, I started off with this card, but this isn't where I was meant to start. So yeah, I'm just going to show you that card first, and then we will get back with this. Is to do with the wedding and everything. So we have this card, and I'll explain more about it. Sorry, I got kind of sidetracked there and went on ahead. So again, we have the Three of Swords here. So leading up to the time when you will get married, I really feel like you will marry someone that might have hurt you in the past. They might have cheated on you, or they might have just really done something for you to not have as much trust in them anymore. Because then I have the King of Wands here, okay? And this is someone who is kind of, in this deck, I really see this as, come here, baby, sit down, let's talk, okay? So this is someone who might wow you and propose to you and take you out on a nice holiday trip and treat you, make you feel like royal and just really spoiled. And yeah, you're going to kind of really love this attention, and it's going to be something different. It's just, I don't like to say this, but this person for me just seems like, and I didn't, the reason I re-recorded this pick a card reading was because I didn't want it to come across as negative, but I have to pass the message because I've literally pulled these cards and I got the more or less the exact same vibe that I'm getting now. So if this is upsetting you, please book a private reading with me maybe, and see how you can maybe work on this, or what you should do next. Maybe I'm really feeling like you're in a stagnant kind of energy, maybe not now, but maybe leading up to when you will get married. This might not have happened yet, and you might have this where people have hurt you a lot, and it's a kind of a reoccurring circle. So maybe you need to rethink, are you attracting the same kind of people and partners into your life? Is there something you're not understanding that you need to heal? Okay. But I really, for you, pile number 3, I really hope that things will change. And I feel like maybe if you listen to this reading, you will start to realize that, okay, I do need to stop thinking the way that I'm thinking. Because also for me, it's kind of, I'm getting a sense of you've worked really hard in your life, and everything that you've done, you've had such a hard time, and you just really want things to be in unity again. You just think that maybe if you get married that everything will work out for the better, and it's just a new part of your life or whatever. and you're worrying about it, and you've gotten through a lot of hard times in the past, and this might be just one of those things that you will move past again. Because the whole energy from me is you're not really sure if you want to get married, because you don't deep down you don't see a long happy marriage for yourself, because you just don't really believe that you'll live that kind of life. And that is a wrong way to look at things. And I really want for you, anyone that this is resonating with, there's a message here, and someone is probably hearing it. I want you to reach out to me, send me an email, and we'll see what we can do. Because I really want you to change your way of thinking. And it's like this King of Wands, I never really like this King of Wands, because it's almost like a manipulator, someone who manipulates, tells you what you want to hear, is very, very intelligent, and loves adventure, and loves treating you to taking you places that you've never been before, or never experiences you've never done. Kind of a bit of a wild, let's call them a wild child, because I'm feeling like they're a bit immature sometimes, and a bit what's the word I'm looking for, like irrational. Yeah. So now I want to talk about now I want to move on to how the wedding will go. If this energy is still if you go ahead and you feel like, obviously do not listen to what I'm saying. This is just like your own spirit guides kind of trying, or your ancestors. I feel like strongly it's ancestors are kind of trying to give you a lot of signs and put you through a lot of struggles for you to realize things, because they feel like you're strong enough to handle it. And for you hearing that, you might be like, I don't want to handle it, I don't want to have a hard life, I don't want things to go this way. But I really feel like things are going to change, and I think this is just a sign for me that things will completely turn for you. And I feel like you've clicked on this video just to kind of see, I wonder what they'll say. Let's just see what they'll say. And I'm just here to tell you that I'm glad you clicked on this video. Also, I have the Hierophant here, right? Oh, I showed you this already. This for me is like, what is the saying? I should know this. I used to be so interested in Wicca. It's as above, so below. Yes, that's it. This is what I'm getting from this. And this is like, for me, I'm seeing like a medium. And when I think on this, I don't think of like a wedding. I think of your wedding being more more thought out than you would have planned yourself. So I'm feeling like your ancestors are the ones that are, giving you signs and trying to communicate with you on certain aspects. And what I'm talking about here is, I'll just show you. I have the Eight of Swords, and for me, this straight away just showed me, I seen like really bad weather. So for me, a way for you to know that things need to change, and that you need to face what they didn't. So basically your ancestors lived the kind of life they wish they didn't, and they don't want you to go down the same path. So if on your wedding day, one of the main things that you notice is that the weather was really bad, like, or there was a sudden thunderstorm or something crazy, like just it was really windy, and it was almost, you were like trying to fight with the weather. And in a way, that is them trying to communicate with you, like, This is a sign from above, and we are sending you that message down below. Okay, so this is kind of them telling you that you're making a mistake. And I didn't want to say that out loud because I feel bad, but I'm just, do you know what? Someone needs to hear this. And I really feel like here, what they want for you is you can balance out your life and you can balance out energies. But you need to be determined to focus on what you really, really want to get rid of, what you really want to cut cords with, what things you really want people to recognize about you. What do you want from others? What do you want to receive? What kind of energy? You need to really do the work. I really feel like pile number 3, you're someone who has so much potential. You've just had a bad start of the story. The first 3 chapters of your life haven't been that great, okay? And it's mainly to do with love life. I feel like you've had a really good life in other things that you've been doing, and things moved really fast with you, like career-wise maybe. And you've went on loads of adventures, you've lived your life, you've done things while you were young that you wanted to do, and now it's just kind of like this is a part of your life that's just not really worked out. And you're kind of like, why is it not working out? And it's basically because they want you to love who you are and respect who you are as well, and don't be that wounded lion in the back here. And then the next card I have here is the 10 of Wands. Now, this is a new deck for me, and I don't really understand the meaning. I'm not meaning the meaning. I know what the meaning of the 10 of Wands is. Is that the 10 of Wands? Yes. I know what the meaning of the 10 of Wands is in normal tarot, but in this, I'm just not really sure because I feel different. Obviously, I feel different with this whole reading because this reading is a completely different situation. But what I'm getting is it has to be to do with signs, okay? So I'm just gonna say it. I really feel like if your wedding is near a tower, there's something to do with a red tower or red butterflies or red roses. Let's not really think too much about red roses, but the color red is very clear for me about the location. So if I'm kind of feeling like if you have a red wedding, that sounds terrible because that's reminding me of Game of Thrones. I don't really mean it, if you know what scene I'm talking about. Basically, if there's something about the color red, there's something about butterflies, and there's something about towers, not necessarily the roses. So something linked with that. Take whatever resonates for you. Obviously, you won't really understand until your wedding day happens. But what I'm getting from here is that if it comes to that where you notice the red tower or the red butterfly or whatever, or anything along those lines, that is your ancestors telling you that you're on the right path. And that things, so maybe then this reading is very interesting. I'm trying to get the best message out for this pile, and I'm still trying to keep it a general reading and not a personal reading. But basically what I'm seeing is your ancestors will communicate you in some way with the weather or how things are out of your control. That is a sign that this isn't right for you, okay? And then the other thing is, with the 10 of Wands, this means that it is right. You are on the right path. If you see anything on that location, or there's something about the location that has to do with the color red, and it could be through butterflies, or it could be through buildings, like it could be red bricks, anything along those lines, then that is a sign that you are on the right path. and that you have done the work, and that you have healed, and that they are going to work with you through some other way. So it means like I'm getting a feeling like you've learned your lesson, and you've healed a part of you that is okay for now. And they may then throw in a few more tests for you to keep working on yourself, because I feel like you've been hurt so much by people and you just don't trust people. So if you see this and if you come back and remember this reading, just know that you're on the right path. Now, let's just say, for example, we're taking this out of the picture, okay? Because we are still in this energy here. I don't really want to bring this up because I feel like I got the message. Actually, now this is making sense. Okay, so let's just say, for example, the person that in the beginning of the reading, that person who I seen that was very much a manipulator. The first year of your life, and if you were to get married to that person, you're in the hermit. So it's kind of like you would be, there's still something within you that is telling you that you need to break free. You're going to, this is all about solitude, and it's like you not wanting to show a certain part of yourself. So I feel like your first year you would kind of deep down know that it's not right, and you're not going to be happy. And then second year I have the Two of Swords, and for me this is you finally making a decision to end the marriage or leave and do what's best for you. And it's like, I've had enough. And it's almost like they'll let you go, but they almost really feel like thinking that you will come back. And then your third year, I really feel like you will struggle. This King of Swords, I really don't like. Like, it's like he almost sent his little wolf here to come spy on you, saying, oh, she'll be back. And I really think, like, no, you won't. So then we have the King of Swords. I feel like the third year after your marriage is when this person, this manipulator, will kind of give you a hard time and kind of like really hurt your feelings. Also with this pile, I never really felt any kids. And it was so weird, because when I done this pick a card reading the first time, the first video I recorded, I didn't feel any kids either. And I was a bit worried, and I was like, oh, what's this about? And then the further I went into the reading, I was like, oh, okay. And it's the exact same in this. Don't have any feelings of kids. And then we have just really what I'm feeling here from this is your first 3 years is just going to be like, why did I do this? I really feel like the relationship will give you a feeling of mixed. With the Two of Swords, it's like you're gonna have mixed emotions. You're gonna have joy and a bit of like sad times. But almost you're also gonna be like, thank God that's over, as well. And you're really going to be at a point where you're scared for what's going to happen next. And I just want you to know that your future is way brighter. This is all very cold and very like miserable, and this person is blocking you from that bright sunshine over there. For you to get past, to get to see this, you have to go the other way. So you have to go around him another way to see what's ahead of you, and what you have in front of you is this person who is blocking you and keeping you stuck. Okay? So really feel like you're gonna have support, okay? And remember, this can all change. You might even not go down this path. This reading might make you decide, wait, I don't want to. I know if I do, if you really don't feel like marrying someone, don't marry them just because you think it'll fix your life. That's the wrong attitude. That's like people saying, "Oh, I want to have a baby just so I have company." No, that's not how it works. So yeah, just this is going to be a part of your life. You don't have to do it alone. And why I'm saying that is, I really feel like you'll come out a lot stronger than you went into the marriage. But you might, as I said, you might completely go past this. With the Three of Pentacles as well, I really feel like you have, think back to someone who used to be there in your family. This could be an uncle or your grandfather or something. They're going to have a lot to play with this. And I really feel like they're going to help bring you back on your feet. And this is the person who I'm seeing is going to help you a lot in the situation I'm talking about. And this just flew out, and the first thing I thought was this Page of Wands. I really feel like you're going to meet someone and this is for me is this is just coming to me now. This could be either you're going to meet this person after you get a divorce, or if you don't decide to get married to that person at all, you're going to meet this younger guy who is really passionate about being a free spirit. He's someone who just enjoys like listening to the birds sing. I really feel like he's very musical himself. And he's just got the nicest smile. And this person, if you meet this person, this is the person that is going to have that red wedding, and not the red wedding from Game of Thrones. Like, just going to be so... this for me is like, hallelujah, you're listening. It's like he's kind of so happy that you finally listened to your heart and you've let love in, and now this person is able to just walk into your life and be like, hi, surprise, I'm your soulmate, but you just kept me blocked out for such a long time. But yeah, that is all I have for you, pile number 3. Please let me know how this resonated. And I know this is quite long, but I just really needed to say as much as I could and feel like I've done that without confusing everybody. Might have confused quite a few people along the way, but I couldn't read it any other way. I had to read it exactly how I saw it the last time. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, pick a card. Don't forget to click the notification bell and you will be updated when I upload next. Also, whoa, plant down. Why does everything fall on me? I haven't even had a drink yet. Okay, I'm planning on going now to the shop, getting a little glass of wine. But yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I shouldn't be talking. This video was long enough. I will see you all very, very soon. Thank you so much. Goodbye.